So sometimes it's the simple things that you can change that you can have the biggest effect with. And one of those things is a free consultation. So when we take a look at a lot of businesses online who are bricks and mortar businesses, they work in offices, they're perhaps professionals, and they're providing professional business services, or even for customers, they want to get them face to face so they can offer this free consultation and basically use that as a sales meeting to win people over into their business. When you're offering that free consultation from your website, often it falls on deaf ears. So today I wanted to talk to you about why that might be the case, why offering a free consultation might not be converting very well for you. So let's consider that. What is a free consultation? Well, as a business owner, it's an opportunity for you to sit down with a customer, find out some information from them, draw out or do a needs analysis and draw out sort of what they're looking for. Then it gives you the opportunity to vet them to see, is this going to be a right match for your business based on what they're wanting, and can you actually facilitate that for those customers to give them the solution they're looking for? And if so, then you want to be able to launch into some sort of sales cycle where you're going to put the spiel onto them and start to sell your product or service and all the benefits that they'll receive, and then answer some potential objections that they may have and overcome that, and eventually lead into a sale. Now, if you're a customer and you've already had a free consultation or two in your life, which I'm sure many of us have, you understand that a free consultation is really a disguise for a one-on-one sales meeting. And because of that, it's far less appealing for people. And these days, there are free consultation offers everywhere. So from a customer's perspective, they're thinking that this is going to be essentially a sales meeting where they're going to be pressured to buy. So there's a few things that you can do differently, but still achieve a similar result. Your first goal as a business owner is to be able to get a contact, reach out to you and say, look, I think I'm interested in what you have to offer. And that's typically enough so that you can start to consider ways that you can convert that person ultimately into a customer. So how can you do that? Well, you can do that in a number of ways. The first way is to give them something really simple and easy, what we call a lead magnet or an opt-in. Basically, it's a way of a customer exchanging some information with you for their first name and their email address. Now, that's the lowest form of barrier to entry for them. If you're giving something of value to them, they're happy to exchange a couple of details with you. And that's a good way for you to set up some kind of initial relationship with those customers so that you can start to communicate with them and they can start to understand you and what you do. You can understand a bit more about them and get on towards winning the sale. The other thing that you could do is maybe still think about what you would normally do in your sales meeting, but present that in a different way to make it more palatable to some prospect who's out there thinking about buying your product. So how could you do this? So one alternative could be that you offer a discovery call instead of saying there's a free consultation, because a discovery call has some unique advantages in the eyes of the customer where they're not going to feel pressured by coming into an office environment or basically on your turf to speak on your terms and sit through a high pressure sales meeting, or what they might perceive as a high pressure sales meeting. Instead, a discovery call could be as simple as you saying, schedule a discovery call with us and we'll find out whether we're a good match for what you're looking for. And then they can go away and think, well, I'm not going to be confronted. I'm in my own environment. I'm going to take the call from my own office where I'm comfortable and relaxed, and I'm not going to feel the pressure of buying. Now, that might not be great for you if you like high pressure sales, but for the customer, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable. And after all, you get in their contact And having that initial discussion is going to find out whether you're going to be a right match, and it is going to allow you to still put your best foot forward. Plus, there's no reason why you couldn't create some kind of follow-up schedule to call them back a couple of days later and then a week later after that if they still haven't made a decision. But from the customer's perspective, a discovery call is less threatening, less imposing, and they feel like they're going to be under less pressure, and they're not going to be dragged out of their comfort zone immediately to speak to some stranger for an hour, which they essentially know is a sales push. So have a think about that and what you might be able to do instead of driving for a free consultation. Think of crafting that in a different way, something that's benefit driven towards the customer instead of being benefit driven towards you as a business. It might take a bit of tweaking. It might mean that your normal system of how you sell changes. But today, when there's free consultations available everywhere for almost everything, it's about time that you give your customers more value and make it easier for them to choose to do business with you. So I hope that's given you something to think about, and I hope you've come up with some ideas that you can reframe your free consultation and perhaps start to get even more leads and ultimately make more sales for your business.